Hi, it's Maisha from May's Best Picks, and today I'm doing a part 2 on rating 2021 mystery thriller releases. It's a change of scenery. I'm in Dhaka. I have to go to a wedding in like half an hour, so I'm trying to film this before I have to go since I already have makeup on. The first book we're going to talk about is How Lucky. It's about Daniel, who has this degenerative disease, and you'd assume he is sad, but he is not, and he has a best friend who is really amazing. So has this a housekeeper lady who takes care of him, and they have a really good relationship. And one day he witnesses someone getting kidnapped, and it's all over in the news, and he tries to tell the police about it, but no one believes him because of his condition, and he starts investigating the kidnapping himself. I really like this book actually. I think I'm gonna give it a 3 stars, but only because I was in the mood for a good mystery thriller, and this was not mystery thriller like it has the hit at a mystery. It was like more so in the background. It was more of a contemporary about his life. This marketing is the only reason I'm giving it a 3 stars. I mean, it's not the book's fault, I guess, but that's how I feel. The next book is Arsenic and Adobo. It's about this girl whose ex dies in her restaurant, and she's the main suspect, but she starts investigating his murder to find out who the real killer is, to exonerate herself. It was really cute actually. I really liked the family dynamics. I liked all the talk about the culture and the food, but the mystery aspect was not my favorite. This was pitched to me like Finlay Donovan is killing it kind of a book, but it's not. Finlay Donovan is more of a thriller, and this is a cozy mystery. This is a classic cozy mystery, which I feel like is not really my vibe right now, but it's cute. If you're into cozy mysteries, you'll really like it. I gave it a 3 stars. Next up, The Last Thing He Told Me. It's about this woman whose husband left her, and she's taking care of her stepdaughter, and she finds out that her husband was hiding a lot of things from her. I have a hard time believing it's a mystery thriller. It's more of a contemporary family secrets coming out of a book. I really liked it actually. I think I gave it a 4.5 stars, but not as a mystery. I know a lot of people believed it was a mystery going into it, and the only reason I could enjoy it was because I saw reviews for it before I read it, and I knew it wasn't a mystery thriller, and I was in the mood for a slow burn contemporary type books. This actually reminds me a lot of All Things Is to Appear. If you have read that, it's the similar kind of vibes where like it's family secrets, very slow burn, not mystery thriller, even the marketed as such. Next up, 6 Weeks to Live. It's about this woman who discovers that she has cancer. She realizes that she has heavy metal poisoning that caused the cancer, and she starts investigating her family, who she believes could have murdered her. It was really fast-paced, domestic thriller. It was kind of a whodunit. I gave this a 4.5 stars. I probably would have given it a 5 stars, but I also realized that there were some things that were kept from us that I felt like were a bit of a cheat. That's the only reason it was not a 5 stars. Like, there was not enough foreshadowing to warrant the 5 stars. The next book is When the Stars Go Dark. It's about Anna, who is a missing persons detective, and she gets called into this small town to investigate this kidnapping of a little girl. Something happened in her personal life that she's also dealing with, so she throws herself into this case. There's also this other missing persons case that ties into the book, but not really. It's about a real life mystery, like a real life kidnapping that happened years ago. I actually really loved this book. I gave it a 5 stars. The writing was lyrical, very descriptive, and you felt every emotion that Anna felt. I think the writer did a really good job conveying her thoughts and her emotions, and also the thoughts and feelings about everyone involved in the missing person case. If you don't like mystery thrillers that have lyrical, long-winded writing, you might not enjoy it as much. This one has had similar vibes to the last thing he told me, but with a lot more mystery thriller aspects. The next book is Northern Spy. It's about this woman who discovers that her sister joined the IRA and she has to help the detectives find her sister. The thing is, I did not read the summary for I did not read the synopsis of this book before I read it, so I was very lost for a good chunk of the book. It's set in present day, even though the tag says historical fiction. It's not. It's not. I was so confused. I was like, what is happening? Why is everyone calling each other if it's set in the past? Okay, anyway, 3 stars. Only picked it up because it was one of the Reese book club picks. Not my kind of book. Not a mystery thriller either. The next book is Mother May I. It's about this woman whose daughter was kidnapped by this old lady who calls herself Mother, and the main woman forms a Stockholm Syndrome type relationship with the kidnapper of her daughter, and the kidnapper wants her to do certain things. I can't tell you much about it, but that's basically the gist, that her daughter gets kidnapped. The kidnapper wants her to do certain things, or her daughter would die. She's doing everything to save her daughter, but she has also formed this bond with the kidnapper of her daughter. I actually really enjoyed it. This was very twisted, very over the top. I don't reckon many people would like this. Loved it. I gave it a 4.5. The next book is Every Vow You Break. It's about this woman who cheated on her husband, well, her fiance. Then she gets married, and she and her husband goes to this island, and when she gets to the island, she sees that the guy she cheated on her husband with is there. She knows something weird is going on. I enjoyed the journey it took me on. I don't think I necessarily enjoyed the book, but I really enjoyed the journey. That's the best I can explain it. It was really fast paced. I was like, what is going to happen? I would give it a 3.5 because because I really like Peter Swanson's writing, where he's like really fast paced, really go, and you are like, what is happening? I want to find out what the mystery is. That's why it's a 3.5 and not higher. I would say the best mystery thriller I ever read was The Kind Worth Killing, and I don't think I have read any mystery thriller that compares to that. That was amazing. The next book is The Lost Village. It's about this documentary crew who goes to this town where everyone in the town disappeared suddenly, and there are many conspiracy theories about what went down, but no one really knows for sure what happened. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's very claustrophobic. Someone is hunting everyone in the town, like the film crew. They're the only ones in town, and someone is killing them. And we don't know for a long time if it's supernatural or not. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the journey. Again, it's like Every Vow You Break. I really enjoyed the journey, but I didn't really enjoy the book as a whole, if that makes sense. That's why this one is a 3.5 as well. Her Dark Lies. It's about this couple who is getting married in this tiny island that his family owns in Italy. And they all get there, and a really big storm surges in, and they're all trapped on the island, and someone is hunting the guests, and people are dying, and the main girl is finding out more about her husband's family than she ever suspected. This was really fun. Again, fun journey. Did not enjoy the ending as much because the twist was really over the top, like extremely over the top. You'd probably not see it coming because why would anyone guess that? Yeah, not my favorite ending, but I like the journey. 3.5. The next book is Every Last Fear. It's about this guy whose family was killed in Mexico. His brother is in prison, and his father was investigating the crime that put his brother in jail, and now someone is coming for him because they assume that he knows the things his father uncovered. This was actually really fun. Again, enjoyed the journey. There were some things about this book I did not enjoy, but I don't want to give the spoilers about the things I did enjoy. But overall story, I liked it. I want to give it a 4. The next book is The Lost Apothecary. It's about this woman in present day who finds a vial of poison and starts investigating what happened. And in the past, in 1700, there is this woman who helps other women get out of abusive relationships by giving their husbands poison. I quite enjoyed this book actually. I voted for this one in Best Historical Fiction. I'm sad this didn't win. I really like the story. Again, not a mystery thriller. There were a few things that were a bit too convenient, like something would happen in the past and then you'd see the woman in the present uncover it just by sheer luck and no investigative skills. Anyway, I enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. Next up, we begin at the end. It's about this man whose best friend is in jail and this other girl whose mom does not take care of her and she has to look after her little brother. I actually forgot the main gist of the story because I didn't really like it, so my brain just wiped it out. But what I remember from it is it was pretty slow. Wouldn't call it a mystery thriller exactly. Was there a mystery? Kind of, but all contemporaries can have a certain bit of mystery. Doesn't make it a mystery. I would give it a 2 stars. Not my fate. I can see how people would enjoy it. But if you'd like to pick this one up, you should know going into that is the mystery aspect is very limited. It's more of a character study type book, I guess. The next book is The Plot. This book made me realize that I like it when mentors steal something from their mentees. That trope has become my kryptonite. I would read anything with that plot in any genre. It's about this professor who has this student who's really cocky and he's like, oh yeah, I don't need to learn how to write because I have this amazing plot. And the professor is like, what plot can be that good? Then he like teases the plot out of his student and he's like, okay, that's a good plot, but you don't know how to execute it. And then years pass and the professor is always keeping an eye out for a book with that plot, but nothing has come out. And so he starts looking up the student and he sees that the student is dead. So he steals the plot of the book, and that's basically where the story starts. I really like slow books, okay? Like, most of the books I gave 4.5 stars to in this video are slow burns. I really like the slow teasing, uncovering of mysteries. Kind of saw the last plot twist coming, but like it was so long and there was like enough foreshadowing for you to see it coming, and so when that does happen you're like, I'm smart enough to figure things out. I like that. I like that in books. I like foreshadowing. I don't like it when authors just hit you over the head with plot twist upon plot twist that you wouldn't be able to guess. Like, why would you be able to guess some of the plot twists that like authors throw at you? So that's basically it. I have to go to a wedding now. I don't know who's getting married. I'm just going for the food. I should probably find out who's getting married before I leave. Okay, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll go to the wedding.